Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Talking Times podcast. Right here with me, we have a wonderful guest, a couple, and I would like you to please welcome with me Mr. and Mrs. Alor.
Okay. You did well.
I did well.
Yes.
Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank,
It's an honor to be
thank you
here.
for
Yeah, I
inviting
did well
us.
now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys didn't find it difficult to get here.
No,
No, not actually.
straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Because I know now be busy people now. You
That's
know.
all.
Now so
Not as busy as you are, though.
oh yeah? Okay. Let's just get straight to the point because we
All
don't
right.
really have much time.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Talking about the discussion of the day, we have some young adults they're asking, and one of the questions they ask was that is long-term love realistic? No. Is it really realistic?
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Ah, okay. Tell us your take on it.
Should I go first?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So it is simply yes, right? I know we're talking about the love of man and woman, couple, just like myself and my husband. But I also want us to understand that as Christians, we God is our example, right? And God Himself is love. God is the source of love. So as God being the source of love, then it is meant to last. It is meant to be long lasting. You know, the Bible in 1 John 4, verse 8 says that whoever does not love does not know God because God is love. So if God is eternal and God is that kind of love we're talking about, then again, it is meant to last. Also in Jeremiah 31 verse 3 says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. So you see, everything for me is straightforward. Although there are things around all of these things that might make it shaky, but if God is the foundation, being that He is love, then it is meant to last.
I see you're not here. You want to say something?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. I mean,
Go ahead.
she's absolutely right. And I would
We,
just
we
like
should be
to,
wrong before.
He might have
Well,
an
I see.
opinion, so
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like everything she said is true. God is love.
Yeah.
He showed us the example of love. And I think as humans, most of the mistakes we make is trying to define love based on things that are conditional. For instance, you say love is an affection or a strong feeling or an attraction you feel towards someone or something. As much as, I mean, humanly speaking, that can seem true, but I think those are conditional things. Affection is conditional, you know. Feeling is conditional. Attraction is conditional. Maybe we can also say, I love my wife because she's beautiful. Or I love my wife because she's so smart and intelligent. Or I love a friend or my dad or my mom because of this. These are conditional terms. But I think it is most important to start understanding the concept of love from um, from the state of its unconditionality. I don't know if there's a word like that.
Yeah.
So you can start to say love is sacrifice, love is commitment. All of those are things you do, not things you feel. That goes to say love is what you do, not what you feel. Of course, it's also human nature to confuse feeling or affection or attraction for love. It's just natural. But all of those things can actually fade away. But you choose to do or act in love towards someone or something even when those conditions are not met. Meaning that God demonstrated his love by sacrifice. And then you still choose to love your partner, whether or not you feel the attraction any longer. I mean, I think we will get to that a bit more or deeply during this session.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was nice one. That was nice. That was nice. But please let's come back home, like, because we are not only reaching out to the Christian
Yeah.
young adults. When I say young adult, we're talking about all over the world, young adults all over the world, both Muslim, Christian, other faiths. Now, the thing is, do you believe love is something you can find, or is something you build?
Mm,
Do you think so?
okay. I know that you're saying we should come back, but my
Like,
foundation is God being the love. You know, when he told me the topic, that was what my mind went to straight up.
okay,
But my foundation, like that is,
that's your
I'm
foundation,
building
yeah,
around
yeah.
that. Um, yes, even with us that know God or talk about God, even if you come together as husband and wife and you don't do anything, you don't work on yourselves, you don't work on that relationship, it will collapse rather, sorry.
Yeah.
So it is intentional, with intentionality, with commitment, sacrifice from the both of you. You can build it. You can build it till the very end. So it is possible
Build. It's not
to build.
something you just find. Like somebody say, love at first sight, this kind of thing. You know what?
It's possible to have love at first sight, yes, but along the line, there's work to do,
There's work to
or
do.
there are works to do, if there's any word like that.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, people say love at first sight. I mean, first sight,
Yeah.
right? But I believe it must be because of an attraction. I mean, you just don't fall in love with somebody you barely know, or
Like
somebody
something attracted you to the
or
person.
someone you have never met before. It must be because you have seen the person or you have heard about the person, the things they have told you about the person, or the things you can see or the things you can feel. Yet it is still conditional. It is because you feel an attraction or an affection towards that person. I mean, just like she rightly said, love is something you actually actively participate in. It has to be built. So let's say at first it was the attraction. Sometime in the friendship or relationship or even marriage, the attraction is going to fade away. And that is human nature. What that means is it's not because the person is no longer smart or intelligent or beautiful. What it means is you have consistently been in the same space with this person, and those things that attracted you, those things that they were new to you about the person are now
They seem
Used to
normal.
usual.
You're
used to
used to
them.
it.
You are used to seeing her beautiful. You are used to seeing her or knowing she is smart. I mean, the way she would feel or seem to someone else is different now. So at this stage, what you do, just like you said again, is to be very intentional about the love. So at this stage, what you do is decide to build the love.
Decide to build the love.
Yes.
Okay. Judging by what goes on nowadays, the topic, for example, you're saying, uh, is long-term love
Realistic.
realistic? Uh, I would like to ask, because nowadays you have divorce here and there. I mean, those ones who, like you rightly said, they met each other, something attracted them to each other. You understand? But at the long run, the thing faded away. There's something that make them want to divorce or have divorced. I mean, that's why the question is that love really? realistic, like long lasting? Is it real? Because if you check the news, almost every day people get divorced. Why do you think that is?
You're looking at me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to speak?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I think basically the principles of attraction or the affection, because attraction will bring you closer to the person,
Mhm.
but it is not attraction that will keep the relationship or the friendship or the marriage.
And what will keep it?
Now, the principles that started the love or the attraction can no longer sustain it at that point.
Okay.
Because way back from when we were little, they tell you if you want to get a girl, you do the things that she like. Okay, so you know she likes flowers, you get her flowers. You know she likes what do you like again?
Chocolate perfumes.
Chocolates, perfumes. You get her those things just to get her attention. Now you have gotten the attention, and now she's here. You don't need to buy chocolates before you wake up beside her in the morning. I mean, she's fully here. The what um created a relationship can no longer sustain it because you just wanted to get your partner. Now you have gotten it. Now to sustain the relationship, there has to be an agreement because human beings will always evolve.
And why don't you keep buying the chocolate and perfume?
Hold on. So human beings will always or keep evolving.
Okay.
The woman you married a year or 2 years ago will not be the same person in 2 years. She will come into new knowledge or new understanding of herself, of her husband, of
Well,
of the
she
marriage,
Things
even
around
she
her.
of the
physically
world.
changing,
So you
body,
are
like,
evolving,
yeah.
your partner is evolving. Then for the two of you to work together, there has to be an agreement. That is why I know you said we should bring this home and just speak generally, but really, just like you said, our foundation or background is really the Christian knowledge of love.
Yeah.
But can two work together except they be
Yeah.
agreed? It is not possible. So what then works out is an agreement. So you realize people divorce easily or they separate in marriage, in relationships, because somewhere along the line, the agreement has changed. Somebody has breached the agreement. It is only if the two parties agree that in this relationship, in this marriage, our values are loyalty, our values are trust. Once that is breached, there's a breach in agreement, and you will find difficulty in keeping such relationships or marriage.
You want to say something? You want to add to it?
Yes, I would just say that another thing is everything he has said. Then when you, along the line, maybe you get used to yourself, you know,
Familiarity.
familiarity, see finish, and then you don't put effort in some things. Everything just, collapse. Another thing as well is the little things we neglect. We can actually work on them.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you look at people that are no longer together, separated, just ask them what is the genesis of their problem. You just realize that it's one minute thing that would have, maybe because of pride, arrogance, one party refused to. I'm not even talking of the cheating now. I'm not talking of domestic violence, but so if you can, because you've agreed, the both of you have agreed to actually forgiveness every time. But if you can just come together, humble yourself, look at the things that has caused that separation, work on them, the married world would be a better place, I guess.
That's true. That's true. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah. Someone asked here that. Someone asked here that. What if my husband is in another country and I'm also in another country, and how can we survive the love? How can the love be sustained? on a long time basis?
I guess we are the right people to ask that.
Practically, that was our
That was our
situation.
story, yes.
Okay.
So we've been friends for this year. I think we'll make it 11 years.
Wow.
We dated for. If I'm still going to count it now,
Make
maybe
a clap for that now. I mean,
three.
you know, easy now.
Okay.
I think if I'm still going to add this year, we dated for maybe 3 to 4 years, and then we have been married for a year and some month. September will make it 2 years.
2 years now.
But even before my husband came here, he was in Nigeria and I'm here in France, and we dated from a distance. And
Dating from this time.
yes, and then the marriage itself too started after the physical marriage. It continued, and from distance. But then we had some principles, we had some things we do, little things here and there that seem ordinary, but for us it worked. For
Like you
example,
guys put one or two things in place.
yes, for example, we see movies together.
Wow.
We have an app that we use, Rave, right? Okay, which movie are we seeing? Just when it's time.
Like you mean when he's already here, or
No, back in Nigeria.
Back in Nigeria,
Yes.
and you're here,
And I'm
and
here.
both of you watch
We
movie
use
together.
the app and then we watch the movie.
Watch
So
the
in
movie
the
together.
app we can comment, what's this guy doing? In the stuff, or we can even just press the microphone and talk.
I can already hear some of my subscribers asking, "What app is that?"
It is called Rave, Rave.
RAVE.
Yes, so
Shame I don't hear
So that is us going on a movie date,
a movie.
for
date.
instance. I know it is more what's it called? The word is not coming than that, right? And there are times we come together, we fast, we pray.
As a Christian.
Yes, and then there are times we talk about a topic. We will talk about it. We will butcher the entire thing. There are times we just stay, and sometimes we are on the phone together, on the call for the entire time. I'm doing something, he's doing something. We are together. Although this happens especially when I am off, But one thing we do is, before I go to work, I might be the one to send a text. I call in between, or I do most of the calling because of my work. Him is still more flexible because of my work. I try to call when I can. When I'm home, we talk, and there are so many more. But then it is still that intentionality. We were intentional. We were in very,
About
very
making it work.
Yes, because if you're not careful, you just grow. Grow apart here? And before you know, you can even just grow out of love.
We and some people even listen to what others are saying. They say, "Oh, he's there. Oh, she's there. Do you know what he's doing? Do you know what
Exactly.
she's doing?" I'm very sure you must have heard all this.
I mean, my colleague told me, even after the marriage, like, you don't know what he's doing.
Don't worry, he cannot marry you. He will marry her. You know what's doing.
Exactly.
I mean, you want to say something?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I feel like when two people agree to go on a journey of love, they both must participate. Like I say, the energy must be mutual. It is not like one person is doing more than one person. It has to be same energy. The fact that you both believe this can work is just the foundation of everything.
That's like 50-50. Like, it's not as if, oh, you are the man, you must do 80%.
Yes.
Something
Yes.
like that.
The fact that you
Or
both
into each
believe that this can work is the foundation of everything. Once you both believe and you are honest about it, I think there's absolutely nothing you cannot achieve. Yeah. And distance is just too lame, actually, to destroy what you share if you believe it can work. I have seen people who were in the same location, in fact, who lived streets apart, yet the relationship did not work. And I've seen people who were miles apart, thousands of miles apart, and I mean, just like us, we were able to work it out, by God's grace anyway. So I think the foundation is just the two people knowing and believing that, this is it. And this is who I
Disciplined.
want
Being
to.
intentional
Yes,
about it.
exactly, yeah.
Wow. That's because now I see you put my friend, you put him through a lot. 11 years. What happened? What happened now?
They were friends. It's okay to be friends. And that's another thing too.
Yeah.
That's another thing. So most of the attraction he was talking about, when people fall out of love, which is normal, right, along the line in the marriage, it is that friendship that now keeps the party together. It is that friendship that now makes you want to, that you are not kind to him. You know, you are eating like, oh, you remember him, even though that love at that moment maybe due to one or two things that has happened, but that friendship still keeps. So most people actually do not have that. Friendship is, you have to be friends with your partner.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question from one of the onliners. He said, okay, no, let me read this other one. Yeah. She said, she's dating someone currently from the person is living far away from her, but quote and unquote, she already gave it out. I believe you know what I mean. She already gave it out to him, but the conversation is not like it used to, and she's a bit worried. Do you think the what they call love can last long? You think it can last, or there's something is up somewhere? You think?
I mean, not to assume anything, I think this is something they both have to talk about. If you observe something is not the way it used to be with your partner or in the relationship, it is something you need to talk about. And then, if when you do talk about it, you listen to your partner and they have genuine reasons. I mean, for instance, there was actually a time back in Nigeria, I was running this business, yeah. And because of that, sometimes the way we used to talk, the way we made time, something shifted. And she was always, talking to me about it. You know, if she had assumed that, oh, they said it, you cannot trust men, maybe he's just right there in Nigeria doing his thing as men, usually do. If she had assumed, maybe we won't be here today. But, it was a concern she shared with me. She even spoke to a counselor about it, and it was something we were able to work out. So that was why I started by saying not to assume anything. This is something you have to put on the table and discuss with your partner. And I'm very certain that these people are people who truly, truly actually love and trust themselves. If trust and love was the basis of the relationship, I think this is what should be done.
Like they should, like she did. So she should speak with a counselor, or
I
they
mean,
should
she
speak with
should
a
talk
Not
to,
counselor,
necessarily. The both of them should speak about, like, she should come
discuss
up,
with
yeah,
the guy.
discuss. And even in the discussion, she might even get an answer. Yes, as they are speaking, she will get an answer to know if the relationship will continue or that is the end, you know. So
Okay, okay, fair enough. Okay, the next one is, uh, when you guys are apart. When you guys are apart, were, were you having were you having other suitors, like somebody that likes you, for example, somebody that likes you, for example? How did you deal with it? And even now that you're together, as you're married, are you having someone like it's not as if you're not, of course you're not dating somebody, but is there
people,
someone
are there people?
attempting voila something like
that
that?
one is normal now.
Yeah, how do you cope with it? How do you get it over with
Over.
that made you guys be where you are today? I think that's the
Okay. Before we got married, right? Of course, there are a lot of people, I can't even remember them. But me, on the other hand, once I am doing something, I am focused on it. I am a very disciplined person. In my entire life, I've just dated an ex and my husband. Finish. And that's tell you how I have planned my life. I don't want Chere Cambia.
Jere can
I
be
cannot
another day.
be doing try and error.
No.
No. So there would always be noise. There would always be noise. It is now you that would decide. So sometimes when you give attention to those noises, it will cost you that precious relationship. So it is left for you to put a boundary to that. Before now, yes. Maybe I'm around my circle. They know that, okay, she's not married. But those that do not know, look at me. I don't even look like somebody that can even get married. So people would always come. One
Because of
day,
your stature, right?
I look small. One day, a man stopped me literally on the road and told me if I could go drink with him. I did not talk much. I just told him,
See my ring. Hello.
I'm
I'm
married.
taking. Thank
And I
you.
because I did not want to be rude,
I
you know.
understand.
So,
How about you?
I mean, there will always be these distractions. And I think when we started talking about taking things seriously, one of the things we agreed on, like I said, agreement, was infidelity is always going to be the deal breaker.
yeah.
So once you already know that, and you know the kind of partner you are, going on this journey with, once you sense it or once you sight it, you're already pumping your brakes. So I think that's just basically it. I mean, she mentioned something like giving attention to those noises or those distractions can strengthen it.
Yeah.
You understand? So I don't think it's something you take very lightly. And sometimes maybe you're not even aware that your friendship or closeness to someone might be causing your partner to feel some sort of jealousy or not doubt. Might just be like wondering, okay, why are they always together? You know? And your partner calls your attention to it. Once they do, you are not trying to play the angel. No, there's nothing like no. You take it seriously and you work towards
Act on it.
yeah, making to stop making your partner feel that way when you're with the person. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome from you guys. I mean, you guys came really prepared.
We didn't even talk about
We did not.
this podcast before
Wow.
coming.
Wow. That's not because these guys are just pumping in questions, but there's no more time.
Okay.
Let me just ask the last one. The last one. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. This one says, can jealousy break the relationship you are building? You know, the long lasting relationship you are building. Can jealousy
Yes,
break it? Because
definitely.
sometimes, if somebody said, if I'm dating you, you're not jealous of me, you're not jealous. I can see you are jealous. That means you don't really like me. For example, I'm talking to a lady, and you are beside me. You are not. At least there should be an atom of jealousy there. So that's what the person said actually.
Okay.
But there are some people too. They when they see you with another gender, they don't care. Stay with them, talk with them, do hug them. They don't care. But doesn't really mean that uh, you don't love
You
them
don't,
again or
yeah.
something. So now you already know the question. Can jealousy break the love she and a man is building?
Yeah, definitely. Jealousy can break relationships, even marriages. As much as you feel or think your partner trusts you, I think it is your responsibility to observe boundaries, especially with the opposite sex. And then I'm talking about from the other angle now. But then when you have done what you are supposed to do, and your partner is not able to manage the wrong emotion now, the jealousy. I mean, I think some people say there is a good jealousy and there is a bad jealousy.
Exactly.
But
It
the
shows
wrong
you already.
emotion now, the wrong one, the very strong wrong one, it can break marriages because it only shows you have no level of trust for your partner. As much as we talk about these things, I think it's important to be able to actually trust your partner. The reason you went into a relationship or deciding to do life with them
in the first
is
place.
because you trust your partner. Yeah. And if your partner has done their best to, you know, do what they are supposed to do, like observe the boundaries, and then I think the problem is with you. But then when your partner keeps complaining about a particular person you are always with, or you're always chatting with, or you're always talking to, or maybe you make them feel this person comes first when it comes to this, and that. Maybe the problem is also with you. And I think these are things they should talk about. When a partner comes to you to say they feel jealous about your relationship with someone, you should not take it lightly. You should actually really talk about it. So, because once trust is broken, it's definitely very hard to regain.
Wow.
Me, on the other hand,
Yeah.
I don't think what you said about the person saying when there is little jealousy, that means you care about. It does not apply to me. So from the beginning, my husband would always say, my friends will be his friends. And, I don't think, for example, maybe an ex shows up, I will shake. I'll not go move. So that's
Because
because
you don't
I,
even have men. You don't even have a thoughts, do you?
yeah. So far, I don't think anything, if I'm not sure about something, I would always ask, right? But I don't think anybody can make me feel any certain type of way or for me to be jealous. At this point, I think it would be an object. I'm serious. No, for example, he went out yesterday and he said, oh, the thing is starting 7 to 9. And I'm like, Oga, are you not supposed to be on your way? He says, like, people don't always keep to time. This is my own, but say human being. Nah, I have not seen. I don't think so.
He's this handsome man, like it goes
Ah,
out
Amy,
like
go, I'm beautiful.
nice one, nice one. It's really nice to have you guys. It's really nice. I
Same
mean, I
here.
actually enjoyed this little time
Thank
with
you.
you